Are black cats really bad luck? You've heard it a million times, right? A black cat crosses your path and suddenly you're supposed to brace for a day of disaster. But have you ever stopped to wonder where this idea even came from? Is there any truth to it? Or is it just one of the most persistent myths in history? Today, we're going to dive deep, separate fact from fiction, and uncover the real story behind these beautiful, mysterious felines. Stick around, because by the end of this, you might just find yourself wanting to adopt a black cat of your own. Let's travel back in time. Our journey begins not with bad luck, but with good fortune. In ancient Egypt, cats, including black ones, were revered. They were associated with the goddess Bastet, the protector of the home, women, and fertility. Killing a cat, even accidentally, was a capital crime. Egyptians saw cats as divine creatures that brought blessings and protection. They weren't just pets, they were family members, mummified and mourned just like humans. So, for a huge chunk of history, black cats were seen as symbols of good luck and divinity. What on earth changed? Well, things took a dark turn in Europe during the Middle Ages. This is where the bad reputation really begins. In the 13th century, Pope Gregory IX issued a papal bull called Vox in Rama. This document officially declared that black cats were an incarnation of the devil. Why? It was a time of widespread fear and superstition. The church was trying to stamp out pagan practices, and many of these traditions involved nature and animals. Cats, being nocturnal and independent, were already viewed with suspicion. Their silent, stealthy movements and glowing eyes in the dark made them seem otherworldly. This association with evil was amplified during the witch hunts that swept across Europe and later America. It was believed that witches could shapeshift into black cats to sneak around and cast spells undetected. An old English folk tale tells of a father and son who, one night, threw stones at a black cat. The injured cat ran into the home of a woman suspected of being a witch. The next day, the woman was seen limping and bruised in the exact same way the cat had been. The conclusion? She was the cat. Stories like this spread like wildfire, cementing the link between black cats, witches, and all things evil. This fear became so intense that during the height of the witch trials, countless black cats were hunted and killed alongside the women accused of witchcraft. Ironically, this mass extermination of cats may have indirectly contributed to one of history's greatest catastrophes, the Black Death. With fewer cats around to hunt them, the rat population exploded. These rats carried fleas that transmitted the plague, which wiped out a massive portion of Europe's population. It's a tragic historical irony. Killing the animals believed to bring bad luck may have helped unleash one of the worst plagues in human history. But here's the interesting part. This bad luck superstition isn't universal, not by a long shot. While parts of Europe and North America shuddered at the sight of a black cat, other cultures were welcoming them with open arms. In Scotland, a strange black cat arriving at your home is a sign of prosperity to come. In Japan, black cats are considered incredibly lucky, especially for single women. It's believed that owning a black cat will attract many wonderful suitors. The famous maneki neko, or beckoning cat figurine that brings good fortune, is often black, symbolizing the warding off of evil spirits. Even in England, the lore is mixed. While a black cat crossing your path is considered unlucky by some, it's considered good luck to own one. For sailors, having a black cat on board a ship was a sign of a safe voyage. The ship's cat, often black, was a cherished crew member, not just for luck but for their practical skill in keeping the rodent population under control, protecting the ship's food stores and ropes. The wives of fishermen would also keep black cats at home, believing it would ensure their husband's safe return from the sea. So, we have a complete split. In some cultures, black cats are a curse. In others, they're a blessing. This alone should tell you something. Luck is a matter of perspective and cultural belief, not a magical property of a cat's fur. Let's talk science for a moment. What makes a cat black? It's all about genetics, specifically a gene that produces a pigment called eumelanin. This is the same pigment that causes black hair in humans. In cats, a dominant gene ensures a solid black coat. Interestingly, research from the National Institutes of Health has suggested that the genetic mutations responsible for a cat's black coat may also offer them enhanced protection against certain diseases. Their genetics might actually make them stronger and more resilient. So scientifically speaking, black cats might be the luckiest of all when it comes to their own health. Despite all this evidence, the stigma persists today, and it has real-world consequences. Animal shelters often report that black cats are the least likely to be adopted and the most likely to be euthanized. This phenomenon is so common it has a name: black cat syndrome. People subconsciously pass over them, perhaps due to lingering superstitions, or because their dark fur makes them less visible in kennel shadows, or harder to photograph for online adoption profiles. It's a heartbreaking reality for thousands of sweet, loving animals who have done nothing wrong except be born with a certain fur color. During Halloween season, the situation gets even worse. Many shelters refuse to adopt out black cats in the weeks leading up to Halloween, fearing they could be used as props or, in rare, horrific cases, for ritualistic abuse. While the threat of abuse is often debated, the fact that shelters take such precautions highlights the deep-seated negative association these cats still carry. So, how can we change this? The first step is what we're doing right now: talking about it and educating ourselves. Understanding the historical roots of a superstition helps to dismantle it. Realizing that the fear of black cats is based on medieval paranoia, not reality, strips it of its power. The next step is to challenge the stereotype. If you hear someone repeating the myth, share what you've learned. Point out that in many cultures, black cats are signs of good fortune. Share the sad statistics from animal shelters. Sometimes, a little bit of knowledge can completely change someone's perspective. And finally, consider a black cat if you're looking to adopt. Don't overlook them. Go to your local shelter and ask to meet the black cats. You'll find they are just as diverse in personality as any other cat. You'll find playful kittens, calm seniors, cuddly lap cats, and independent explorers. Their fur color has absolutely no bearing on their ability to be a wonderful, loving companion. In fact, many black cat owners will tell you they are the sweetest, most affectionate cats they've ever had. By choosing to adopt a black cat, you are not only saving a life, but also actively fighting against a centuries-old prejudice. Think about it. These cats are sleek, elegant, and mysterious. They look like tiny panthers living in your house. What could be cooler than that? Their fur is like velvet, and their eyes, which can be brilliant gold, green, or copper, shine so brightly against their dark coats. They are truly stunning animals. The idea that an animal's fur color can determine your fate is, when you really think about it, absurd. Luck is what we make it. Kindness, compassion, and the choices we make are what shape our lives, not a cat walking across the street. The real bad luck is for the cat who is feared, abandoned, or overlooked because of a baseless superstition. Let's rewrite the narrative. Let's make black cats a symbol of overcoming prejudice. Let's see them for what they are: beautiful animals deserving of love and a safe home. The next time a black cat crosses your path, don't worry. Smile. Consider it good luck. A little reminder from the universe that it's time to leave old, harmful superstitions in the past where they belong. Thank you so much for watching and for taking the time to learn about this important issue. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And if you have a black cat, we'd love for you to share a picture or a story in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive. Until next time, give a little extra love to the animals in your life.